back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So happy Friday Freebie Day. I have popped in with a Friday Freebie this week and it is number 230. Now, as you can see, it's a Christmas theme. I know it's Halloween, but I'm not really a big fan of Halloween. So I thought I would go down the route because it's nearly November and time to start doing some Christmas bits and pieces. So I have a lovely one for you today. It's like a little sort of like folio thingamajiggy. We've got 2 pages. So you've got this page and you have this page. So we will be making this today, which is great. Now, I do have a couple of Christmas kits that I would like to show you. We've had Sandy, I think Lisa and Pam have been asking for a flip through of our Christmas kits because they saw them, they were in the shop. They've been in the shop this week, so I'm going to do a quick flip through of those. I like to do that anyway, and I also want to say a big thank you to everybody that emails and sends messages and everything. Thank you so much. It's so lovely to hear from you all. So if you have anything to say or anything, do please email us. We will get back to you as soon as we can. So it's lovely to have you all there and know that you're part of our lovely Happiness and Crafting family. So guys, and if you're not, the links are down below for the Facebook group. And if you're not a subscriber to the channel, I would love you to subscribe to the channel. Just hit that little bell. I do all sorts of bits and pieces. So do join me for that. So this is the Friday Freebie for the Facebook group. Oh gosh, I can't talk now. So this is in the Facebook group. Our links are going to be down below anyway. And then I have an extra one for the Ko-fi. Now Ko-fi, you have 3 pages today, my lovely Ko-fi supporters. So we have Winter Wonderland for this one, which is beautiful. And of course we've got little jingle bells on the back of that one because it's a Christmas one. And this is Walking in Winter Wonderland on this one because it's Winter Wonderland. And that's the inside of yours. I've made this one, but I'm not going to make this one up today, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. And you've also got an extra piece to go inside to print on the back of this paper here. So you've got these 3. So do pop over to Ko-fi if you're a Ko-fi supporter and pick that one up. So I'm going to pop that one to the side. On this one, you can just print anything on the back if you like. You can leave it plain, or you can just have a tea stain paper on the back. But I've got this already cut out. But the first thing I would like to do, I'm going to pop that to the side, is just show you the kits. So just a quick flip through. This is called Vintage Christmas Ephemera Selection. So I have 18 pages, I believe, in this one. We have got 16 pages of the big ones, and then I've just shrunk down 4 of the pages onto 2 sheets. So I'm going to give you a flip through. So this is like Christmas stamps. So that's beautiful, isn't it? So we've got Christmas stamps. We've got a selection of little round ones. We've got these are little paper tabs, little page tabs. We've got some tags. We've got some little strips down there of tickets. We've got some lovely little journaling cards with words on. Oh look, we've got little envelope, Christmas envelope, some journaling cards. These are to go in the envelope, little writing papers. We've got a little mini envelope with a writing paper there. Beautiful big tags. Look at those, fabulous. These are some little tags, or I was thinking of these ones. If you printed this onto sticker paper, you could cut these out and use them as little labels on your presents, couldn't you? Or make a little hole of them and dangle them off your gifts for Christmas. Loving that. Look at that beautiful fairy. Can I have Christmas without a fairy, can we? Some more journaling cards, some more little tags. These are like little books. Some fussy cuts. Look at those, aren't they just lovely? We have some pockets. We've got some little strips here that you can either fold up and make concertina or cut them off, cut them into little separate ones. Some more beautiful journaling cards. Look at that. Just love them. Love, love, love. Look at those, look at that lovely Santa. This would make a lovely front cover of a journal as well, wouldn't it? Just love them. Look at those lovely presents. Oh, I can't wait for Christmas. And these are the two that I've shrunk down. So we've got the fuzzy cards, the stamps, the little journaling. They're like little... I really want going to print these off onto sticker paper, because then I can just cut them out and stick them onto presents. But again, you can just use them as little journaling cards. And then we've also got the words on there. So loving those. So that's it's called Vintage, let me just read that, Vintage Christmas Ephemera Selection, just so I don't get that wrong. Let's pop that over there. And then of course we have a lovely Vintage Encyclopedia Christmas one, and this has just got beautiful things. All of these have got all lovely little bits about like the candy cane and the bauble and tinsel and things like that, so they're very informative as well. So we've got all about carol singing, we've got Christmas cookies, we've got some journaling cards on there as well, all about the robin and holly. We've got Christmas music, the history of Christmas. These are just beautiful. Look, the advent calendar, the Christmas star. So all of these you can read about. It's about Victorian Christmas and a brief history there. 12 Days of Christmas, all about the mince pies, Santa Claus and Christmas dinner. Oh, I've got so much in this one. Lots and lots. Lovely gingerbread man. Tradition of the stockings, hanging the stockings up. And then, so we've got 10 of those, and then we've got them down into smaller ones. So these, you've got 5 pages of these as well. So like that. So fabulous. So there we go. So there we go, ladies. The ones that asked me, they are a flip through. So they're in the shop at the moment, so you can pop over and take a look at those. Right, these are what I have made, and I love them. Now these are great as well for a gift card or a little greetings card. So these have got the Winter Wonderland on the front. This is the Ko-fi one, so I'll show you the Ko-fi one first, and then we'll make the other one. And this is how I've done it. These are made into little flaps, and we've got a little hidden pocket in there. So I just love this, absolutely love it. And then this is inside. This is looking outside from the little cabin in there. And this is an ice skating one, and then you've got ice skaters on there. So all as I've done, I've sewn around this one. And then you just got a flip, so you've got journaling there, and then you can journal on there, and it's nice and thin to go into your Christmas journal if you want to, or send it as a card. You don't have to put these bits in there, you can just write on here and send it as a little Christmas card. So I'm going to pop that to the side. Now this is the one we're going to be doing today, so this is for our Facebook group. And this is the Merry Christmas one, and then it's got the jingle bells on the back. Now I've made this, I'm going to show you how to make this as well, which is just a little bell, dingly dangly. And then on the inside we've got 2 little tucks here. Now I've added these in, but again you don't have to put them in here, you can just put them in your journals. But I just thought they would be lovely to tuck something in, or you know, if you had a long tag that you wanted to put in here as well, it could go down through there and into your pocket and it wouldn't fall out. But we've got the lovely poinsettia encyclopedia about that, and tradition of roasting chestnuts in this one. So these will all go again with your Encyclopedia Christmas as well. And of course I've added a little bit of stickles on to there as well. So lovely, lovely, and stickers on the front. I think this one looks like, do you remember the old sort of like postcards and Christmas cards you used to get with the glitter on them? I just think they're lovely, and that really reminded me of that. So that was lovely. Right, the first thing, I've got them all cut out here. And the pockets, right, I put little tabs on the pockets for you to you know, make a bigger pocket. But what I have done, depending on what you want to put in your pocket, because we can do this 2 ways as well, I've just cut it out a little bit. I've cut it right down here and folded that over, and the same, but you can cut them off and stick them on, or leave them big if you wanted to put sort of like maybe like a little booklet or something in there. It will give you a little bit more room. And also, oh, lots to tell you today, haven't I? This can be folded so you've got a spine, so you can fold it down through that and there, and then you've got that like book spine, so you can put paper in there if you wanted to make this into a journal. So lots and lots of ways to do it. And I've also changed my ink colour. We have got Frayed Burlap. So this is a distress ink. Right, actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my little thingy-my-jiggedy down, and I'm going to just score down the lines. Now, if you're going to cut these down, I would score it first because it will be a lot easier. So just pop them on and score them down like that. So you've got a nice little score line on there, like this. Score that down. There we go. And I'm going to do that on this one as well. So there we go, and this side. Oh, I didn't cut that bit off. Didn't cut that bit off, did I? There we go, let's snip that down. This is a little scoreboard from Journal Say, and it is fab because it's you know, it's just so small that you can just tuck it away, and it's great for doing little things like that. Now, I've scored those. I will probably cut just a little bit off because I don't like them to be that big, but I wanted to sort of give you the option of having them as big, you know, depending what you're going to put in. So I'm just going to cut down that much. Just cut off, it says fold and glue here, and I'm just going to cut that down. So this is the little bit. I want it to be, you know, have a little bit of an opening, but not too much. So I'm going to just trim that down. So the bigger the flaps on here, the bigger your pocket's going to be. So let's just throw those in the bin. There we go. Back to this. So Frayed Burlap. This, I picked this one because it gives you, I know the other one says vintage photo on the other one, I normally do, but this gives you a very sort of like same sort of colours that are in the pictures, in the digitals that I've done. I'm just going to fold that down. It gives you a more of a, I think, a more of a sort of a vintage one. But I love it. It's really nice. And like I've said before, I must start using my other inks that I've got. I've got my little finger dauber today. So let's just, I'm going to ink these up, and then I'm going to make the little bow thing on the front. So that can sort of dry, because I'm going to put some gesso on it, and I want it to dry before I stick it on the front. Now again, you can sew around these if you have a sewing machine, and you like to sew. You can sew around these before you make it all up. But what I'm going to do, I'm not going to sew on this one because I know lots of you don't have sewing machines and you just like to do a nice little sort of weekend make. But I think these would look beautiful as little Happy Mail, wouldn't they? And I suppose you could probably put a little gift card. You could make this into a Christmas card and just put one of these in there, and pop a little gift card in there. If you're going to pop a gift card in, I would cut these off, these little tabs off, because it would probably fall out. But you could actually put that lower and have the gift card so it doesn't flop out, and that holding it in as well. Just a little suggestion if you are a gift card giver. I've already inked that one. So let's put that over to the side. Right, before I start doing that, I'm going to make the little bow. This little jingly little bow on the bottom, which I think looks quite cute, isn't it? Oh, I put a little rhinestone on there. I forgot about that. Now, I'm going to use this. Now, if you saw my video this week from, it was Panda Haul, you'll see that I got some of this lovely red Tulle, but sadly they have now sold out of it. So I will pop a link from for Amazon. Gosh, let me talk. Right, I'm going to take this and I'm just going to take it in the length like that. Now it depends how fluffy you want your bow. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to thread a little jump ring through here. Just a biggish jump ring. If I can get that through. Like that. I don't know whether this is going to be thick enough. Might need a bit thicker one. So that's in the middle like that. And then I'm just going to tie a knot. So we've got a little jump ring hanging from there. And then these bits, this is a little bit too long. We don't need that long. You could probably make 2 out of this. It was a bit wasteful, wasn't it? Okay, so we've got a little bow that looks like that. And then I'm going to just pull these, because it sort of stretches this tulle. I do love tulle. I'm surprised I bought red. But I do absolutely love it. I want to make some red attempt of making some red sort of poinsettia sort of flowers. They probably won't come out like that, but just for decoration this year I thought it would be quite nice. So let's just pull that just a little bit out of shape. Right, I've got a piece of paper which I'm going to pop it down on so you can see my lovely little scruffy bow. Not quite sure which way, doesn't really matter. I'm going to take some gesso. So I've got my big pot of, there's the thing, gesso. If you can see, look, I've got covered in gesso everywhere. Now you can use white paint, you don't have to use gesso. I'm just going to take what's on the lid here. I've got this little Daubers thing. It's just a piece of wood with foam on. I got these for the girls for when they came in the summer to make stuff. And they are great. So, which way? And then all I'm going to do, I'm going to want to take some of that redness away, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to daub on, and it also looks a bit like sort of snow, doesn't it? So I'm just going to just daub that on. Oopsie daisy. God, it makes such a mess. There we go. Don't worry if it's on your little jump ring. Right, I'm going to quickly dry that because I'm going to add a little bit more. So let me just get my little heat tool. Okay, quick dry, and then we're going to go back on it again. Obviously you can just use a piece of red ribbon if you want to, but I just wanted to have a little play today. Have a little play, make a bit of a mess. There we go. Let's just daub on there. Right, so I'm going to dry that again. There we go. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to open this out so I don't get gesso on everything. I'm going to take my ink pad again and just sort of dirty it up a little bit. So once you put the gesso on, the ink will stay, you know, you can ink up that gesso, because if you put the ink straight onto the netting, it wouldn't change colour because it's sort of synthetic. So if you can see it, that looks a little bit sort of grubbier, doesn't it? Don't know whether you can see that. Like that. So we'll just sort of, well, I'm trying to sort of vintage it up a little bit, really. There we go. And then I'm going to just, now that's on, I'm just going to add it so it looks like a little bit of snow on there. So let's just, this is why I wanted to do this one first, so it gives it time to dry. There we go. Lovely. There we go. We've got sort of a little vintage bow on there. Nice little grubby one. I'm going to quickly dry that actually. There we are. Now I've got also some little bells. These I've had for a very, very long time. I'm going to take 3 little silver ones. These you can buy pretty much everywhere. They came in a very, very big bag of them. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of gesso on these. Like that. There we go. And I'm going to just dry them. Fabulous. Right, they can go over there. I'm just going to pop those over to the side, this side, so I don't get all so messy. Keep your bits of tulle. If you've got tulle, leave it. Don't throw it away. Keep it, because it makes good sort of stuffing as well. I'm trying to have a think what I can do with it, because if you roll it together, you can make like little balls. It sort of like sticks itself together. So I haven't thrown mine away, and it's quite soft, so you could always use it as stuffing for something as well. Right, I'm going to put the lid on my gesso because I'm so clumsy I will probably end up knocking it over, so I'm just going to push that on there. So look, nice and grubby. Right, let's get this. So this is dry, it's not wet now. Okay. So let's get back to our little folio. So like I said before, you can score down these lines and have a little spine on there, depending on what you want to do. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these. This is quite simple. Again, it depends where you want these. You can have them this way. I'm going to fold this in half actually, just so I know where the middle is. Would help, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? I quite like it like that, because you can see the book spine that side, and you can also see it that side as well. So it does look lovely. I'm going to actually just ink this little bit. I didn't ink that on the other one, I don't think. But it just gives you the edge, or the middle, like that. On this side. So if we open that up, it's this way, I think. No, it's this way. Make sure it's the right way round. So this can either go this way or this way. So you can have them like this, so they open out, or this way round, like that. So it's entirely up to you. But I did that one like this. So what I'm going to do, I think, I'm going to go around this way, like that. Leave a little gap there for when you fold it. And then we've got these lovely ones. I just think these are beautiful. And if you're making a Christmas journal, these would look lovely on your pages. So you could just have it as like a page top. Actually, I might put that in like that, because you have other journaling cards, they can slip underneath there like that. Oh, love that idea. Didn't think of that before. I'm going to do that because all of these little bits from, if you purchase the Encyclopedia ones, all of these go with all of this as well. I like to have everything that sort of like mixes and matches. Right, let's stick this down. My glue. Like I said before, this glue was the one that was running out, and now it seems to be going and going. So I've got lots of glue, it feels like, in here. So it's sort of like magically producing more glue. Oh, now I've said that, it's going to run out. Oh, it is, isn't it? Oh no, it's not, I can feel it in there. No, I think Oh, no, there we go. Not a lot. I think we are really seriously on our last legs of that glue. Okay, so I'm going to stick that down like this way. There's this, and make sure that's nicely stuck down. I'm going to get my other glue. I'm sure there's still more in that one, but you know, it would take too long to try and get it out while I'm doing a video. Pop that in there, stick that on here, pop that under, there we go. Again, they don't have to be right on the bottom, you can sort of like have them halfway up your page. Just make sure they are stuck down. Look at that, love them. And this is what I had to go in these, look. Oh, just love it. I think it's just so, so pretty. Right, now depending on which way, it doesn't really matter which side, but I think that will go with this little bow and those little ones on there. So, oh, wrong one. Let's use my newer one. Oh! So a little bit of glue along here. Oh, I'm going to just turn my glue gun on because I need my glue gun. A little bit along the top. So again, this is going to be like a little up tuck, but you can use it as a belly band. The other one I used as a belly band. And I don't think they need a huge amount of embellishments on there. You could probably pop a little bit of, maybe a little bit of lace or something down the side, but I really don't think they need a huge amount because there's lots going on and I think they're really, really lovely. Let's make sure this goes down like this. Stick that on to here. There we go. They should be all stuck down nicely. Look at that, lovely. So these just pop in there like that, and that just folds up. Oh, just think they are lovely, aren't they? And then I don't have anything to put in there, but these, oh look, they're perfect size. So these can just pop in there like that, and you can pop whatever you like in these ones. Oh, I like that. So what should we do? The other thing that I should have done was put some stickles on these first, but that's okay. That doesn't matter. Right, back to our little bow, because our little bow is going to pop on there like that. This one is not quite as puffy as the other one. This one, look, that's the other little one. I got a little bit more on that one. Right, let's get my pliers. So our little jump ring, I'm just going to open that up like that. And then I'm going to pop the little bells on, if I can. There we go. 2, 3 little bells. I think 3 little bells. You want quite a few on there, don't you? Push that together and turn the little bit where it clips together, if I can, and pop that in the middle. Look at that. Then we've got our little bell. I'm going to put the stickles on afterwards. So is my glue gun heated up enough? I think so. Pop. Oh my gosh, don't do that. Look at me, I got dripped a big blob of glue. Look, can you see that big string? Oh guys, sometimes I do get so messy. It's not quite hot enough. There we go. Let's just stick that little bit on there. Can you see it goes very stringy when they're not very, it needs to heat up a little bit more. Oh, just make a mess. That's okay. let's stick that on there. We've got our little bells, our little bow. I should have made it just a little bit fatter really, but I think just looks very sort of oldie woldy, I think. Now I'm going to take my stickles and I'm going to add it a little bit to the bell, so we've got a little bit of snowy sparkle on there, a little bit up on there, a little bit, tiny bit on the bow. You know how much I like a little bit of sparkle, so we shall have that on there. I'm going to add a little bit, let's pop it down, just on the middle there, just tiny little sparkly bits, and on the berries on this side. Let's stick my fingers in it, a little bit down here. I won't do the inside, I'll wait until this is dry and then pop it onto the inside. But can you see, I just love it. I think it's just so pretty, isn't it? Now I did put a little gem on there, so I'm just going to get a quick little gem. My little ones. Now I put, which ones are they? Is it this ones? These ones. I find that when you put glue onto digital papers that are printed on an inkjet and not a laser printer, it tends to smudge. And what I found is I use this, which is the glue, this is super glue, on here, and it doesn't smudge. I just put a little bit of stickers under there as well, but it doesn't sort of make your ink run. So let me just take this little bit of paper, because this has the tendency to come out in a big blob. So I just want just a little tiny dot on there. A little bit of super glue, like that. Pop that to the side. Take one of my little rhinestones and pop that on there, like that. Just that extra little bit of bling. Look at that. Whether you can see that, but it's just so pretty. So that's our first sort of Christmas make on Halloween. But look at that, it's lovely. It's November tomorrow, so we can I'm sure you'll let me off for doing Christmas now. But how lovely is that? So I will go in here and I will put some stickles like I've done in this one. You can see I've just added it through there. Hopefully you can sort of like see that shine a little bit on here, a little bit on here, and on the little baubles and the little wreathy bit there. I didn't put any on these ones. So this is what I want to try and make, a sort of poinsettia type of thing, but we will see. Out of this Tulle, that's what I was going to use. So there we go, guys, that is your Friday freebie. I hope you love it as much as I do. So that's that one. So if you're in the Ko-fi, a Ko-fi supporter, please pop over to Ko-fi and you can print this one off as well, and you can probably mix and match them as well, because I think they're just beautiful. So that's your Friday freebie. Let me just get them here. Let's take these out. This is what you will get in the Facebook group. So it will be in files that you can print this off, and it is lovely. So you get two pages to print off, and then again you can print off whatever you like. You don't need to print on the back of these really. You can just colour those in, or you can actually stick a piece of paper on the back of that, save your ink, because you won't see the back of these ones. But I would, you know, you can ink the back of these, you can leave it plain, it's entirely up to you, but love it. And this is the lovely one. The Ko-fis will get 3 sheets this time, so they are fabulous. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Do have a fantastic evening. If you are a Halloweeny person, do take care, stay safe, and I will see you all soon. All right, guys, bye bye.